So this Kaiser, what is this called? Towser button lock just started doing this. What the hell? Like, it should be locked. Oh, that time it locked. The button's all mashy. It's like, oh, there we go. It just, you could hear it rattling and then it locked. Not sure what the issue is, but we're going to take it apart and figure it out. All right, let's see what it do. So we've got it back together, centered. Don't seem to be having the same issues, but my thinking is, just looking at the way this is designed and the little wear marks and the different places where the gunk was collecting up and stuff, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen again at some point. So for now, it's all right. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm going to probably carry this every day until it happens again and just see what that looks like. So we'll see. All right, you guys. So it's been a few weeks since I recorded the first part of that video, and I haven't had that same issue, but I did discover something else. You may have seen I put a short up that asked if spine whack tests matter. What I found was that this Kaiser Towser was not just achieving a reliable lockup. Most of the time, the reality is spine whack tests don't matter, but there is something to be said about, you know, the reliability, or at least the durability or strength of a lockup. If I can turn a knife upside down and just tap it and it comes disengaged, it doesn't leave me with warm and fuzzy feelings. Let's just say that. And you can actually see in the video, when one of the times when I threw the knife down into the stump, it actually disengages and then locks back. It's kind of crazy. So anywho, I really like this knife. The aesthetics are really cool. The ergos are good. It feels a little bit chunky, but you know, I do like it a lot. That's why I bought it in the first place. I don't think I'm going to be, you know, relying on it, you know, for serious use, but it is still a fun knife. I still do like it, like I said. And as you can see right now, I've actually got it opened up next to the Kaiser Hiccup, which is actually a really, really good knife. And one of the things I wanted to look at when, you know, looking at these two things side by side is the difference in how the button lock is done. And when I got the Hiccup, I'll probably do a separate review on this one, but I wasn't expecting this one to be much of a user. I thought it would just be a fun little EDC knife. And with the Towser, I was like, oh, this could actually, you know, not actually, but maybe do, you know, some harder use task kind of thing. And it actually ended up being the opposite. And one of the things I noticed when you look at these is here's the hiccup. You can see that the button is actually captive in this path here. And when we slide it out of the way, what we can see is this radius here. If you flip that over, you've actually got it on both sides. So when this is locked open, this button actually sits in this nest of radius on both sides versus this, let me grab the button for this Towser. The way this thing works, it's got just this tiny little radius. Sure, the button's bigger, right? But when this thing is moving around, the only thing that's holding it back when the knife is open is that tiny little nub. And that's why I was able to, like I said, just flip it over and just tap it, and and it just becomes unlocked. Just not secure at all. I've done the same with the hiccup, and first a soft tap, nothing, a harder tap, nothing, an even harder tap, nothing, a more abusive type of tap, and still held it open. So it would have been really nice had they used this design or something like that on this. I mean, just something other than that little tiny nub. I mean, you can see here when the knife is closed, it's got that, pocket to sit in, but when the knife is open, it's just resting on that, and it doesn't take much to get it to just bump out and slide closed. So, I mean, you could probably imagine a scenario where if you're, cutting down and applying some force and bump up against something, there's definitely a chance where just the recoil of hitting something, whether it's if you're going through, let's say you're feather sticking and you hit a knot, or you're going through, thick cardboard and you hit a staple or something, and just that bit of resistance could cause this thing to close. And like I said, it just doesn't leave me with warm and fuzzy feelings at all. So just wanted to look at the two differences there. I mean, this design makes all the difference in the world because you've got that extra little pocket for this thing to sit in. So with that being said, I just want to reiterate, I do still really like this knife. I don't plan on getting rid of it. I plan on continuing to use it. I'm just not going to, use it for heavy duty tasks where I think, there's potentially a safety issue. So that being said, I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you have this knife, let me know what your thoughts are on it. I talked to Mimo a bunch a while ago, Michael Morgan. He was saying, because he's got the liner lock version of this as well as the button lock version. He's got a bunch of stuff. Mimo's awesome. Go check him out. If you're not subbed to him, definitely check him out. He puts out some really just fun content, but he's got a really cool collection. And I was just asking him different questions about the different button locks that he has. And he started spine whacking them and stuff and seeing what held and what didn't held. And from what I remember, this was the only one that failed. And again, the spine whack test is not it's not the end all be all, nor is it indicative of, a knife's reliability or cutting performance. But it's certainly something to pay attention to for some scenarios. So anywho, like I said, if you've got any kind of feedback, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Want to thank you for watching, and hope you have a good day. God bless. See ya.